Following video is brought to you by JeffMan316, your pop culture reporter.
What does everybody want? No, not head. Well, they might want that too, but loot. Yeah, pro wrestling loot. It's time to unbox the pro wrestling loot. I guess that's what Ric Flair would say. What are we waiting for? Let's see what wrestling goodies are inside. Let's go.
Acknowledge me.
So what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, as always, JeffMan316. That's me on the sign. JeffMan316 Live is where we join right here together, me and you, Sunday nights, 10 p.m. Eastern usually. Watch along the movie, talk about pop culture, talk about physical media, talk about wrestling, as they say in the South. Sometimes we talk about maybe pro wrestling loot. I don't know. This is the subscription box that I get. I used to get multiple ones. This is the one I stuck with. It's pretty much the cheapest, and I think it's the best overall value. And also, as far as the value of it, you only get it once every other month now. They're trying to, I guess, keep the value up on it, and they didn't want to have to go up on the price over and over again. So, but it's fine with me, so I get it every other month. So it's time to get into this. So I'll just go ahead and tell you, if you're unfamiliar with the pro wrestling loot, they rarely have, what do you want to call it, like mainstream stuff, like if WWE or AEW stuff. I have gotten an AEW action figure before. It feels kind of thick, like there might be a shirt in here. I've actually gotten books before, but anything that's related to wrestling, sometimes like posters and stuff, they don't want to get the rights to that, so they'll use like more generic stuff. So you'll see as we get into it. It's not going to be, like I said, like mainstream wrestling stuff. You're not going to get fanatic stuff from the WWE or straight up AEW stuff. But like in this case, it is a shirt and it's cool. I'm not going to open it all the way. It says too sweet. Too sweet me, bro. As in too sweet. If you guys are familiar with wrestling. Man, you can almost smell the print on this thing. This thing's brand new. Look at that. Too sweet me, bro. So as in the NWO, the Bullet Club, everybody says too sweet. So that's kind of cool. This is a weird item. It's a wrestling belt. It's got Spanish written on it. So I wonder if it's like a AAA belt. Some of you guys who are familiar with some Spanish belts, it's pink. So it's probably a women's belt. I've gotten a belt similar to this. I think I got it in the room over there. There was one of the men's like AAA wrestling belts. It's a replica, and it but it's actually pretty decent quality. It's kind of like those WWE belts you get from Mattel and back in the day, like Jack's. It says Reina de Reinas, Lucha Libre Mexico. I think it's Queen of Queens, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not going to look it up. Put it in the comments down below. It's got a Mexico flag sticker and a U.S. flag sticker, so it's pink. And then it's got a Velcro clasp. So I'm not a queen of queens, but I might be a king of kings. But you could, like, hold it up. So it's basically child size, but it's kind of cool, replica belt. Hey man, it's going to be hard to find collectibles that you can put in one of these generic loot boxes that everybody's going to like. But I kind of like that. They usually have like a little legend card that tells you what you get in here. I'm not seeing that this time, and it looks like everything else is crammed into this like 8x10 holder. You get a couple trading cards here. You get a art print, and like you'll see by the art print what I'm saying about they don't put official licensed merchandise in here. Like this is for 17 times John Cena, celebrating him, but look, they can't do the actual likeness of John Cena, so they do it that way. Is that John Cena or Boomhauer from King of the Hill?
Don't take from me, man. It don't life too short, man. You don't want to hold no grudge, man.
But that's still kind of cool. Cena sucks, is what it says. I don't know what that says there in the corner, but either way. So that's an art print. There's two trading cards. Thought maybe one of them would be autographed. It isn't. One of them is Paul London. Pro Wrestling Loot official trading card. He's been a tag champion, cruiserweight champion, and a bunch of other champions. I'll show you. But it's like in a style of almost like the old Donruss baseball cards. You guys remember Paul London? He was a tag team with Brian Kendrick in the WWE. You can read that. And then a tribute card to Sabu. And you can say, rest in peace, Sabu. That's kind of cool. Six-foot tall, 235 pounds from Bombay, India. ECW World Champion twice. ECW World Tag Team Champion. ECW TV Champion. FTW Champion. IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion, JCW Champion, here JCW is, and the Juggalo Championship Wrestling from ICP. WWC Universal Champion, WWC Hardcore Champion, XPW World Champion. I remember XPW. It was basically like poor man's ECW. UWA World Junior Heavyweight Champion, and many more. So that's kind of cool. And then you're going to get an autograph 8x10, and I've already seen it by accident. So see if you know who this is without me telling you at first. I almost thought it was Swerve Strickland for a second, but then you look at him close. It's JTG. Remember from Crime Time in the WWE? So that's kind of cool. So you get an autographed 8x10. You get an art print. You get 2 trading cards. One a tribute to Sabu. You get the belt and you get the shirt. So a pretty damn good selection of items in this Pro Wrestling Loot. What do you think? I think it deserves, man, that shirt or that belt is putting off like a very strong, like almost like freshly printed, like ink almost, man. I'm going to get high here.
You want to get high?
I'll be like RVD, man. I'm going to get high. Yeah, what do you guys think of this Pro Wrestling Loot? It's kind of cool. I like that belt. I like the shirt for sure. I'll wear that during maybe when we watch one of the pay-per-views. But, hey, instead of doing the thumbs up, give me a 2 sweet if you think the belt and the shirt and the autograph and everything's cool. Yeah, what do you think of the box? Let me know in the comments down below. Let me know what your favorite item is. Let me know if you remember anything about any of the people that are featured in this box. Put all that in the comments down below. And while you're down there, after you give me the 2 sweet, actually hit that thumbs up. Hit that like. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Do all that normal YouTube stuff. I really appreciate it when you guys support me like that. If you are a subscriber, you rule. Yeah. And if you are, like I said, if you aren't, please consider subscribing and also hit the notification bell once you do subscribe, and you'll know when I post new videos. So come over to the live streams because we do sometimes talk wrestling. You know, got a lot of cool things going on in wrestling right now, and we can talk about it on there, or movies or anything else your heart desires. Watch the horror pack that I just unboxed. It's got a pretty good couple releases in there, something interesting for you guys. And watch my movie hunts, movie reviews, everything else I do on the channel. Don't just watch the unboxings. So if you guys come back, I'll keep making great content. Until next time, boys and girls, this has been JeffMan316, and as always, I'm your pop culture reporter signing out saying, and that's the bottom line because JeffMan316 says so. Yeah.
Poontang your ass on out of here.